What's going on, everybody? I had to come back. I missed you guys so much. I missed this podcast. I know I sound a little different. The reason why this hiatus has been so long is, bro, flu A is out here whooping motherfucking ass, all right? Like, my daughter got it 1 week, and this was all in the span of a fucking month ago. My daughter got it 1 week. I contracted it another week. During the week that I got it, she was at her worst, and then the week after that, I was at my worst. And it's now been like 2 weeks since I've gotten over the flu, and I am still having issues. High key think it's pneumonia, but that's neither here nor there. So I sound really congested and really bad, but I could not put this episode off any longer. Inspiration struck weeks ago. I have had this damn phrase in my head, and I have been going around saying it out loud because my ADHD be ADHDing. And I just be like having these little outbursts of this motherfucking phrase, and the inspiration is here. And ironically, I've been seeing it trend everywhere. So we gonna hop into it, right? The topic for today's episode. And I'm so excited. Talking him through it. That's right. We doing the talking. We doing the dominating. We doing the controlling. All right. High key. And I'm not gonna even hold you. Like, this is one of my favorite kinks. This is one of my favorite ways of foreplay. Like, as much as I love a good talking to, as much as I love a good you telling me what to do and when to do it, as much as I love being submissive, I also enjoy those rare moments. Well, I wouldn't say rare, but they rare now. But I enjoy those moments of being in control. And I'm doing the dirty talking. Because believe it or not, this mouth real slick. Okay. All right. It can do the Gok 5000, but it's also real slick. You feel me? Multi-talented mouth over here. And I feel like it's really overlooked and it's really downplayed. And I think because there is a level of the smallest thing, I think, that would prevent you from really tapping into your true potential would be like the level of shyness, immaturity, because it's low key playful in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take that shit too serious. But like, for women, I'm not gonna lie, it's like this feeling of like shame and almost embarrassment, almost. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little bit of shame that goes into it. But like embarrassment, because it's like, I can't believe this shit is coming out of my mouth. Like, he doesn't see me like this, especially when you are like a soft spoken, not controlling, very submissive in other areas in your home, like in your relationship. You're very submissive. So it's like it comes as a shock to both you and him. But the main ingredient for being a successful dirty talker is motherfucking confidence. Confidence. To me, dirty talking is up there with riding dick. Like, if you not in the motherfucking mood for it, it ain't gonna happen and it's not gonna be right. And everybody gonna feel stupid. But the most important part and element of it is to have fucking fun with it, because there's a level of immaturity that comes with it that is required of it. To where it's like you have to have fun with it. You can't take that shit too serious, right? Because you're already doing it in a sensual way. But it could really like change the vibes of everything and really push it into perspective for you. You tap into a different area of yourself that you did not know was there. You tap into a different area of confidence that you did not know was there. You tap into a different layer of fucking freak that you did not know was there. All right. I am like, I discovered I have a fucking praise kink, okay? Pretty later on in life. Shout out to that person who know who he is, you know what I'm saying? Who helped me discover how sensual I was and how many different things I liked in the shit that my body was capable of. But a part of that was discovering how much I liked feeling in control and feeling like I could incorporate the things that I was feeling, right? Because I don't know, for me in my past relationships, sex has always been about the male. It has always been about what they like, You know what I'm saying? They're them leading. But this one person that I was with completely changed my sexual dynamic, completely changed how I view myself. Like, it, everybody, and I mean every single motherfucking person listening to this right now, has had that one person, whether a relationship, whether like a situationship, whether a fuck buddy, your little yeah, like, listen, whatever you may call this person, everybody has had that one motherfucking person that has completely turned them the fuck out. Completely turned you the fuck out. You have no idea where the fuck that part of you came from. You ain't even know that motherfucker was in there. That type of demon time, okay? You ain't even know that shit was in there. All right. You surprised them and your motherfucker self. But most importantly, it's a learning experience because it opens up something in you personally when you are allowed to exude that confidence that you really have been holding in, or that power that you know you're capable of, or that voice inside that you know can get louder. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just being expressive if you are a non expressive person. So for me, sex is a big way. I am not expressive, I'm very closed off, and I tend to keep shit in and not really express myself and let shit build up, and then I just pop like a fucking balloon, right? But there are elements to it to where it it's like a you bloom. It's like a flower blooming, right? Like you're a bulb and you're about to burst at the seams, but you just don't have the right push to get out of there. All right. Every person listening to this right now has had that one fucking person in their life that has completely turned them the fuck out. And by turned out, I mean really open you up. You have defined. Like up until that point, I think I was very exploratory. I was explorative. I'm sorry. Very explorative. I was very curious. I was very, very close minded. I was very close minded. And I don't, to me, sex was one kind of way before I met this person. And I did things in a more lead me type of way versus like a I know what I like. You know, I don't think before this person I knew exactly what I liked. I knew I had an idea. I knew I felt things. I knew I was still yearning for more physically, right? And everybody has that one person that just blooms they motherfucking flower. You need the right motherfucking garden of the water that got damn flowers sometimes, my man. Like, sometimes you need the right motherfucker to pour into that motherfucking pot. You feel me? And stir that bitch just right. And that's the whole new motherfucking pot. Whole new goddamn flower. You don't even know who the fuck it is. You have no idea. Right? Excuse me. Listen, this voice is not working. It's not working, guys. But anyway, with that comes a more or a newer defined you, a new version, right? Once you get reach that peak, once you bloom, you do not go back. You don't put that freak in the cage no more. She is not in the closet. This bitch is outside in 7-inch heels, in a motherfucking mini skirt, and a jacket with a blunt in her hand. That's who this bitch is now. Gangster, straight in your face with it. Don't care if you want to fuck with it, then you ain't fucking. Point blank. Period. Right? That's what that awakens, and it low key felt magical in a sense. It low key felt like, damn, I can do this. My coochie can do this. That's what this feels like. And then the curiosity starts, right? You be like, well, damn, what about this? Or I wonder if I try spanking, or I wonder if I'm open to a threesome, or I wonder if I like anal. Like, it opens up a whole new motherfucking world of curiosity to where it's like now you're open minded and you're not closed minded anymore, right? So I want to go through what gets you there, right? So when you are like in it, right? You in it, and it's feeling great. The vibe is great. Music going. You know what I'm saying? Do people still fuck with music? I don't. Am I old? Like, what the fuck? Like, do people still fuck? I feel like I fuck with music sometimes. Not an all the time thing. It's not a go to thing, but I definitely sometimes I need it low key. Like it really just depends. But you are in it and he's in your ear. And you hear him say, yeah, that's mine. Or ooh, that shit wet. Right. We know as a woman what those words like you tell me my shit wet, I'm getting wetter. I might even squirt. I'm getting wetter. You're opening up the waterfall. Okay? Don't fucking praise me. Don't threaten me with a good time because I'm gonna open the motherfucking door to the party and bring the favors. Okay? It's not talked about enough. It's not talked about enough. We know that boost of energy it gives. We know the boost of confidence it gives. We know the dose of sexiness it gives us. The dopamine that we feel like, yeah, now I'm finna go harder. Now I'm finna go like motherfucking wild. Okay, like that's what it does. But then you take that and then you reverse it. And then you do it. You know what I'm saying? My favorite one. My favorite one. All right. We're gonna come in. We're gonna do a top six. All right. Starting at number 6. We're gonna start from the lowest. I wanna taste it. Now, this works for both sexes. All right. I won't get into how, but this works for both sexes, right? I want to taste it. What do you think when you hear that phrase? What do you think when you on top and you pull it out or you get up, right? Or you getting back shots and you turn around because he about to or she about to, but I want to taste it. Take this shit out of there and put it up here. Girl, he ain't gonna even make it to your mouth. I guarantee you. He not gonna even make it to your mouth. It's not gonna even make it. It's not gonna even fucking make it. It's not gonna make it to your mouth. Then, then, all right. That's one of my favorites. I be pulling it out. I be pulling it out. Yeah, yeah. Coming in at number 5 is too much. But you say it in like a damsel in distress type of voice, right? Like you put on your little sultry, sexy, like, it's too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that instant ego stroke for a nigga. Instant. Even if that shit ain't true. You feel me? Most of the, well, when I say it, I definitely don't be capping. Like, there's no lying. Because they really do sometimes. And them niggas really think they be doing something and it's an ego stroke. But it's like, to be honest with you, I really just need you to switch motherfucking angles or positions because the shit hurts. Okay, I'm not saying that shit to be cute. But I know to end the fucking horrible ass position that I'm in the pain, low key. Well, damn, now that I'm hearing me saying it, I realize that it may be not. Anyway, yeah, so that's why it's number 5, right? It's low on the totem pole because when I use it, it can be used in a sexual way for pleasure. But when I use it, I just be trying to get the motherfuckers in that to be like, you know what, I need you to hurry up back there because if you're not gonna switch positions or pay attention to my body when I'm like slick trying to move, then yeah, I need you to hurry up, buddy. That's what I need you to do. Okay, like it can be. It can be. Unfortunately, that's one of my like tricks that I pull out of my bag when I'm like, okay, this shit really is hurting and it's really not as good as this motherfucker think it is. So I need him to hurry up. Coming in at number motherfucking 4. All right, this is one of my all-time favorites. This you would whip out with someone with whom you care about. All right, with whom you going back for round 2. All right, with whom you will see again. All right. Number 4 is talk to him phrase or talk him through it phase would be you feel so fucking good. All right. To me, the reason why I'm ranking it at 4 for me is because that shit is up there with you so fucking wet, right? We know what that phrase does to us. But when we tell them if you feel so fucking good, this is for, and I kid you not, those deep, long, sensual. It don't matter. Back shots, missionary from the side, off the side of the bed. It don't fucking matter. It's it's for not them hard, fast ass pumps. You feel me? But this is for a more sensual time, a more romantic time, a more when he taking his time and he really trying to get up in the guts real motherfucking good to hit the sweet spot. You feel me? That shit be feeling good. But you can't say it like that, right? Because that's too rough. That's too manly. That's too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So you have to say it sensually. You have to, I'm just a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to do it that way. All right. So coming in at number 3. Okay, we are on top 3. Okay. So this is where shit started getting real motherfucking crucial. Like this is where shit you really starting to like mind fuck the person that you fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like this you know what I'm saying? This is just me personally. This is what I be whipping out of my bag. You know what I'm saying? So top 3, number 3 would be let me taste it. Okay? I know something now. I know when I say that it confuses a lot of you. All right. For the crowd that gets it, you know. If you know, you know. Okay. But let me taste it. Let's break this down, shall we? As a woman, we have certain standards to uphold ourselves with when it comes to like hygiene, right? I personally, and a bitch ain't never been told anything differently, okay? But anyway, I personally keep this pussy pretty clean, you know what I'm saying? And rule of thumb, if you wouldn't taste it, don't expect another nigga to lap that shit up, okay? So what I mean by let me taste it, okay? Now me and my ex, which was my partner for 9 years, I did a previous episode on that. We got down with the motherfucking do, okay? I was more nastier and more advanced than him, but you know, whatever. That's not important. So me and my ex, you know, we didn't use protection because I thought we were in a committed relationship. So we did not use protection. And me, I personally, you know what I'm saying? And I know this gonna throw a lot of y'all for a loop if you are a sexual connoisseur such as myself, then you won't be as freaked out by the statement that I'm about to make. I like the way my pussy tastes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I took out 3 ribs and I can go down there and get myself head. That's not a fucking thing. But what I'm saying is, but let me taste it. This is the breakdown of that statement. You fucking, right? He getting it in. Boom, boom, boom. He finna nut. Like, you already done got yours. Okay? That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all that fake it. I was one of those. You know, sometimes it got to be about him. Sometimes you just got to let the nigga do what he got to do. And, you know, you just here for a short time, not a fun time. Anyway, he's about to nut, right? This shit drove my ex wild. Okay. And it's not a phrase. This is not a talk you through it phrase that I use with every man that I've been intimate with. Okay. This is not for everyone. This is not for your situationships unless y'all are like, you know, strict in a friends with benefits relationship situation shit. Okay. This is not for randoms. This is not for one night stands. You don't do this shit with one night stands or people that you are just, you don't plan on ever calling again. Okay. We don't do this for them. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make that motherfucking clear. But boom. Instead of him finishing making you a fucking Twinkie, all right, or you know how the fuck y'all get down, I got down like that with him. Okay. Instead of him making you a fucking Twinkie, you be like, let me taste it. Pull it out. And when he's about to nut, I want to taste it, daddy. I want to taste it. I want to taste it, daddy. Grown woman shit. You know what I'm saying? You pull that dick out of you and you put that shit in your mouth and you let them bust in your mouth and you swallow, nigga. We swallow cheering around here. Okay, baby, that was too much. Sorry. That is like one of my top three favorite phrases to use when I'm talking him through it because he loves that shit. That shit drives him wild. What? Did she just take my dick? What? He comes even harder. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. Number two. I don't want to state the obvious, but obviously, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the obvious phrase, right, that we've been waiting on. And I don't want to do the basic shit. Like, oh, this pussy yours. Because in actuality, as a as a fucking community, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stop telling niggas this shit. Because the moment a nigga hear that the pussy is his, you feel me? Them niggas start wilding. The moment you let them niggas know that you loyal, this pussy is loyal to them, this is your pussy, like, them niggas, wow, they embarrass you. We as a whole, as a fucking community, we have to take that phrase out of the fucking equation. Like, I am retiring that motherfucking phrase. I will never use it again because niggas don't do shit but fucking embarrass you. Straight up. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I will never again use that motherfucking phrase. I won't. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Okay? Like, as soon as niggas hear that shit, they fucking embarrass the fuck out of you, bro. Every single time. It never fucking fails. But I digress. So, the obvious, right? Phrase number two, I want you to come in this pussy. Okay? This very simple, yet very fucking powerful statement wins every fucking time. It doesn't matter how many times you use it. It doesn't matter how many times you say it during the session. Well, maybe you shouldn't say it then. Well, to each his own, right? Like, this phrase, yet simple, is very fucking powerful. Come in this pussy, daddy. I want you to come in this pussy. Let me explain to you why this simple yet very powerful phrase is as powerful as it is. Because when you're having sex with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? They already think, especially, you know what I'm saying? When you got them where you want them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they already are having the mental fucking fight of pulling out. Not only are they fighting themselves with pulling out, they fighting themselves with pulling out on fucking time at the right fucking time to not get you knocked up. You know what I'm saying? So this phrase is so fucking powerful because the nigga is already fighting his demons mentally while he's inside of you. This nigga has already zoned out once he get past a certain point and he in his zone. You feel me? Like, once he's there, you say this shit, there is no fucking composure. Them niggas lose all willpower. They lose themselves and they like, fuck it. Fuck everything I just told myself in my motherfucking head about not nutting in this girl. I'm about to air this bitch out. He go air that bitch. Not only is he gonna shoot the glove up, he gonna air that motherfucker out. Okay, that phrase is so fucking powerful because it's mind fucking, right? 10 times out of 10, you already know that this nigga is struggling with trying not to nut in you. And then you basically give this nigga permission to live out his wildest fucking, like, oh, I've been wanting to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas will wild out. It gets them every time. Every time. Every time. I promise you. Take my word for it. It's a very simple phrase. And it is. They hear this shit all the time. But trust me when I say it wins every single time. Every time. Because them niggas is already having a battle inside of their motherfucking head from jump, trying not to nut. And they trying their motherfucking hardest, concentrating. Like, man, I'm not gonna nut in this girl. I'm not. You can't come in this pussy. Come in this pussy, daddy. I want you to come in this pussy. What? What you say? Yeah. You heard me. Okay? So keep that in mind. This phrase is very fucking powerful. This shit will take you places, okay? But you also the dangers, all right? The fucking cons of this, right? The fucking cons is you will not get rid of that nigga. You won't. Second con is he probably gonna think it's okay to nut in you whenever the next time he fuck. Like, no, nigga, that is my choice. Okay. Thirdly, you gotta handle your motherfucking business afterwards. If you're not on birth control, nigga, you need to take your ass and go get that motherfucking plan B. All right? Like Megan said. Okay? Fuck niggas get money because this shit can get ugly. Like, plan B yourselves, okay? Don't use this phrase unless you are prepared to either do those steps or the outcome of what not pulling out gets you. Okay? I am a happy mother of a 4-year-old. So, needless to say, I did not take my own fucking advice, but learn from me. That is why I make this podcast. That is why I share my details to relate. You know what I'm saying? Now, coming in at motherfucking number one. My favorite fucking phrase. This one. This one is more powerful than phrase number two. This one is more powerful than phrase number two. I have to fucking warn you. This comes with what do you call those fucking things? Discretion is advised. Like when you go into a fucking haunted house or like you watching a scary movie or some shit or like some fucking rated R movie, like, discretion is advised, do at your own risk. Use at your own fucking risk. Okay? Coming in at whopping number motherfucking one. I'm gonna paint the picture. You on the edge of the bed. You on your knees. But you got that deep arch in your back from the back. Pounding. You feel me? You losing this fight. You are. You trying to keep up. You trying to throw it back. Getting your ass every time. Please, daddy, please. Now, me personally, what sets this shit off is using a motherfucking name. Fuck that daddy shit. Fuck that baby shit. Fuck that poppy shit. Fuck all that other shit. Them pet names. Nah. Use that nigga name. Say that nigga government. Say the government. Say that nigga name. Okay? Say his name. Please. Done. I promise you. The nigga will never come so hard in his life. Nigga be looking at you. Why would you say that? Excuse me? What you talking about? Why would you say that? Why would you? You done blew this nigga mind. Because for one, I'm going to tell you why. For fucking one, it's an ego stroke. You letting this nigga think his dick is it tells them his dick is the biggest dick in the world. Please. And to add fuel to the motherfucking fire, throw that hand back there. Try to push him away. Push him away. Act like you just can't take it. Just, please. Throw that hand back there. You feel me? Done. You will never see a nigga nut so hard in your life. Again, proceed with caution. Use at your own risk. Discretion is advised. Okay. I have to give the warning. All right. He won't see it coming, but it gives him an ego boost. It gives him an ego boost. Like, you throw that hand back there with it and he grab it. What you mean? What you mean? I'm telling you, man. On top of the ego boost, it's also confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Again, phrases 1 through 3 are not for the faint of heart. You cannot use this shit on a one night stand, or you will never get rid of that nigga. You don't feed a monkey on the fence because that shit'll come back. Okay? Like, proceed with fucking caution. All right? 2, like it solidifies that sensual bond that you have with this person. Right? It makes it more intimate, believe it or not. It makes it more intimate because you're not gonna say this shit if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you certain shit you can't fake, and these is one of them phrases. Like, if he ain't hitting it right, if he ain't busting that shit down, like, you're not gonna fucking feel it. You're not gonna wanna stroke that nigga ego. You feel me? But like, it solidifies it. It brings you like closer because I promise you, when he finishes, he just gonna collapse on top of you, and you can be like, "Well, damn, I okay, all right." Cool. I guess that's what we doing. Like, trust me. Like, let your freak flag fly. Like, don't be afraid to use your motherfucking voice. Like, don't be afraid to talk to these niggas. Because, like, me personally, my ex, he was more quiet in the bedroom. Like, unless he was mad and we was having like angry sex, and that's a different topic for a different day. Okay. But unless we were doing that, he was quiet. Okay. Like, you gotta know how to play the game as well as them. And let me tell you, 1 through 6, all of these work. Like, if you're trying to get out of it, if and all, it also works when it's not that good too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not 1 through 3. You don't want the nigga to come back, but like, like 4 through 6, use that shit. Like, ugh, this shit need to wrap up. Like, I'm tired, my pussy dry. Like, and you know what? We not gonna skip over the fact that when niggas be doing too much in there, you feel me? It dries out. Like, because at this point we're not doing foreplay anymore. Like, the prologue, the introduction is over. Like, we in it now. There's no reason you should be fucking for 2 hours straight. Like, don't let people fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great. And I needed to share that. I needed to hop on that because I wouldn't be doing my public service duty if I did not spread this wealth of information. Okay. Please, please, please drop in the comments if you use one of these phrases, how it worked for you, what you think. I want to know. I want to hear your fucking comments. I want to hear your opinions, okay? Drop your top 3 fucking phrases in the comments, okay? Let's get this shit going. I love y'all. I will see you guys next week. Bye.